Hey guys, Vegan Mr. here, back with another video, and today I'm back with some more. Well, not exactly. I'm back with some of the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy, but in the last video we did finish off the original Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. So today we are going to move on to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. This is, for some reason, a lot of people forget about this game, but I personally really like it. Everyone likes it. Well, that's not true. But I'm not about to get into the whole discourse. Let's get into Ace Attorney Justice for All. We're going to start a new game. And we're going to start on episode 1, The Lost Turnabout. We're jumping right into this. Phoenix, you're exhausted and the trial hasn't even started yet. How did I get into this mess? What's going on here? What's going on here? Now, while this is going on, because obviously this isn't happening in reality, this is one of the shorter games in the franchise. I believe it is the shortest of the main 6 games. I believe it is the shortest. It has only 4 cases. And I don't believe there's any DLC cases for it. I could be mistaken, and if I am, someone please correct me. But there's only 4 cases in this game. So, we won't be on Justice... Well, no, that's not true. We're still gonna spend, like, obviously a decent amount of time on the game, because it's an Ace Attorney game. And all the investigations and trials are split into parts. Oh, that's an interesting thing about this. That's something that we'll get into later on. Never mind. There was something I needed to point out, and then I realized I don't need to point it out just yet. We're going to go into that way later on. That's not important right now. Right now, what's important is that we get into this trial here that we're supposed to do. Sounds like a ringtone. Oh, and this game also has, like, art, like, obviously the last game also had, like, pictures throughout, not really throughout, but it had pictures, like, of the case, like, that little poster thing you'd see on the case before you jump into it, and then, pictures at the end before the credits played, or credits pictures. But this game has pictures of, like, scenery, plot, and things spread throughout, so it's a bit of a... In that sense, it is a bit of an upgrade from the previous game. Anyway, can we shut that, ringtone off now? Because it's kind of getting annoying. I really shouldn't be dozing off right before a trial starts anyway. Huh, looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it. Ouch. Talk about a close call. I hate to do this to you, but... It's nothing personal, Mr. Attorney. A few minutes later, still in the same place, I'm sure, right? Ouch, my head. It's throbbing. And why does it feel so foggy in there? Good morning! Good morning. What's wrong? You don't look well. People are at their best first thing in the morning. Where's that fighting spirit? Sorry, but can you please turn the cheeriness down? My head sort of hurts. Roger that. Am I in trouble or something? Huh? Trouble? Wait, never mind. You're a policewoman, right? I thought maybe I'd done something wrong. What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble. What? I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Life in my hands? You promised me. You said you would prove that I was not guilty. Not guilty? Just when I thought all hope was lost. When all the other attorneys had laughed me off. Leave it to me, you said. You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day. And just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. I'll never forget what you're doing for me, ever. What is this girl babbling about? Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings, and I always root for you to win. When I'm off duty, I like to come here and... What's wrong? You've been acting really strange, and you keep staring at me. You're making me kind of nervous, sir. Oh, sorry. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? Mr. Wright, how can you say that? How can you do this to the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible. No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that. Is this how a defense attorney treats his client, sir? I can't believe this. No, it's just... Well, I think you have the wrong person. Yes? Who am I? Why am I drawing a blank? The trial will begin shortly. Will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? The trial's about to start. I'm counting on you in there, okay? I guess I must have amnesia. Let's see. What can I piece together? From the sound of things, it's probably safe to say that I'm a defense attorney. And that girl, I said I'd prove her not guilty. I can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. Someone, please! Tell me this is just a bad dream! Why do I get the feeling this is one dream I won't be waking up from? So, yeah, Nick has some pretty bad amnesia from the looks of it. He just got conked in the head with the fire extinguisher. And he's got some pretty bad amnesia. And we're about to go into trial. That normally doesn't turn out good, you know? This guy. The return of Winston Payne. What is it, Mr. Wright? Are you two talking to me? Do you see any other defense attorneys here? I guess not. Nova, are you ready? Yes or no? Yes. So this is sort of the game's way, because this is the beginning of a new Ace Attorney game. This is sort of the game's way of resetting things so that it can reteach you the mechanics. We're not about to sit through the tutorial again, because the way the trials progress within this game are very similar to how trials progressed in the original Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney game. So we're not about to sit through the whole tutorial stuff again, but Wright having amnesia here is a way of just setting things up so they can reteach you the game's mechanics, how trials run, how investigations run, things like that. But obviously we don't need it, so we're not going to sit through that. The judge is telling Wright that he hopes he hasn't forgotten that he's not going to hear any nonsense, and yet he really has. Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Yes, Your Honor. I don't remember what voice I did for Payne. I had a voice... Can I look it up? I'm gonna look it up. That very first Ace Attorney Trilogy... I hate watching my own videos so much. But let me actually, look into this and see what I did... What voice I did for Winston Payne. Aw, that's back when Mia was helping us. Back when Mia was alive. I'm sad. Whew. Okay. First, a question for the prosecutor. Hold on. Let me, actually listen to this. I hate it.
Yes, Your Honor?
Oh, yeah, it was just that nasally... Okay, it was just that nasally voice that I always do for characters. I don't always do that, but I guess a nasally voice kind of fits this guy, doesn't it? Sorry. I just need to refresh myself real quick, because Winston Payne is a character that does show up, again throughout the series. In fact, he shows up, I think, he shows up several times in this series. So, for me, it's good to have a consistent voice for him, but the problem is that it's so long between when we first see him and then the next time we see him and the next time. There's such long interval between the times we see him that I just forget. As I'm sure you're all aware, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer. A policeman? You did what to a policeman? It wasn't me. Besides, Dustin and we weren't lovers like that. In any case, the prosecution will prove that the guilty party is none other than the defendant.
Very well. Mr. Payne, please call your first witness.
Hey, it's been a while, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you've learned since last time. I won't show you any mercy this time, rookie.
Okay. And who are you again?
The prosecution calls Detective Dick Gumshoe to the stand. Here we go. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright.
Nowhere to hide. I'm so dead.
So yeah, obviously, since Nick has him... Hi, Dick. Obviously, since Dick has... Not Dick, Nick. Phoenix has amnesia. He definitely does not remember how court proceedings go, so... detective in charge of... I'm the detective... whoa, I just fumbled over all the words, didn't I?
You don't look very well, detective.
Well, sir, the defendant, she works under me, so, you know. You work under that detective? Yes, sir. And while I was a trainee, he was always watching out for me, sir. He's such a wonderful guy, sir. I'll never forget what he's done for me.
Okay, calm down, I believe you.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of the murder.
Yes, sir. It happened at the park near headquarters, Expose Park. The victim was one of the local cops, Dustin Prince. He was... Dustin Prince. No, okay. He was pushed down from the benches on the upper path, sir. The landing beat his body up and snapped his neck.
The details are listed in the report that was distributed yesterday.
Ah, yes, this autopsy report, correct? Why do I not remember getting a copy? I see everything is in order here. Even the estimated time of death is unusually well documented.
The victim's watch stopped from the impact of the landing, sir. The results of the autopsy confirm the time of death. If I may, Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit this photograph.
Very well, the court accepts it into evidence.
So before we go any further, let me look into the court record here. Let's look through the evidence. We have our attorney's badge, because we always have the attorney badge. It's my all-important badge. It shows that I'm a defense attorney. We have a cell phone. I found this in my pocket, but I don't remember what it means or how it got there. This is the cell phone that was playing that Dracula-ish ringtone earlier that gave Nick a nightmare. Dustin's autopsy report. Time of death, September 6th at 6:28 p.m. Cause, broken neck. Body was also covered in bruises. Glasses, broken glasses for the record, found under the victim's body. Pieces of nearsighted lens were found nearby. Crime photo 1, the victim fell from the walking path above. That's the photo that they just showed us.
No, but I recall at yesterday's preliminary hearing, a very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Yes, I guess. Mr. Wright, is your head on right today? There's a very crucial piece of evidence found under the victim's body. Was there?
Have you lost your mind?
Well, actually, it's just nerves. Just give me a second.
What? How can you talk like an amateur? I thought you were a pro, sir.
Dude, this guy's been a defense attorney for like a year. He is nowhere near a pro.
All right, sir. I'll help you through this. At a time like this, maybe you ought to take a glance at the court record.
Court record?
Yep. Info about the evidence and the people involved in the case are all listed there, sir.
Oh, right! That's something new in this game that wasn't in the previous game.
So if you look on the bottom screen, I'm going to actually show you guys the bottom screen. You have your evidence page, but you also have a page called Profiles. I believe... Oh, you can't really button it? Okay. But under that, you can see the profiles of every person involved with this case. And you can actually check their age, gender, and just a brief description of them as well. This guy is 53 years old. He does not look 53. Gumshoe looks younger than 31. Anyways, that's not important, but that is a new feature in this game. You can check the profiles of everyone who's involved, instead of the profiles just popping up whenever it's time to point a suspect. So, something nice. Court record button. You really know what you're talking about, huh?
It's too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think, I could totally be a legal aid instead.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court is in session. Save your chit-chat for later.
Sorry, Your Honor. Well, I guess I better check the court record and see what I can find. We already looked in there. What was it again? The court record button?
Alright, Mr. Wright. Let's see if your notes are in order. What was the piece of evidence found underneath the victim's body?
A wallet, glasses, or a police bag. We just looked at them. A broken pair of glasses. That's simple, Your Honor. A broken pair of glasses.
That's right.
The victim grabbed his killer's glasses as he was being shoved, sir, and held on to them as he fell.
Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye?
Those glasses you're wearing.
Yes, this is my spare pair. But these glasses they found at the scene of the crime are not mine, I swear, sir.
You sure about that?
Look, it was coincidence that on the same day I actually accidentally stepped on mine.
A coincidence, she says.
Your Honor, I have further evidence to present.
Oh, you have more?
And this evidence is very decisive.
Very well. Let's hear from our witness about this evidence.
Alright, Gumshoe, what do you got for us? Give us some good testimony, please. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. I don't like saying it, but it's clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. With this piece of evidence in the glasses, it's hard not to see the culprit.
This is a picture of the writing, Your Honor.
Now, take a note of how that Maggie is spelled right there.
Why, this is... Yes, I could see her name is written clearly here.
The prosecution would like to submit this picture.
Understood. The court accepts it into evidence.
Keep in mind how Maggie is spelled in that photo, though. As if the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious. The victim even wrote your name clear as day on the ground.
But, I already told you, those glasses aren't mine.
And how do you explain his dying message?
It's a conspiracy. I'm not guilty, sir.
Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Cross-examine?
This is it. I'm counting on you.
Sure, but what am I supposed to do?
What? This isn't like you at all. Normally, this is the part where you get in the witnesses' faces.
Get in their faces and do what?
I guess there's no way around it. Okay, I'm going to lend you a hand. The prosecution's witnesses all hide things from the court, which means they lie from time to time.
Lie? But isn't that detective your superior?
Well, even if they don't mean to lie, sometimes people just remember things wrong.
Like that detective. He does kind of look like a scatterbrain. Also, can we talk about this song right here? I love it so much. Okay. I'm going to fanboy about the soundtrack of this song at a later date, I'm sure.
It doesn't matter. Either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why when you question witnesses, you have to find and expose their lies.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Talk about trial by fire. Here goes nothing. As long as I can expose the lies, we should be all right. Okay. There's actually 3 different places you can eject here. But yeah, if you look on the bottom screen, it's all the same as it was in the last game. It's all the same. That health bar is different. In the last game, you just had those 5 exclamation marks that would count as your health. And if you got 5 strikes, it would give an automatic guilty verdict. Instead of the exclamation marks, it's a health bar this time. But yeah, small differences in this game compared to the last one. But there's actually 3 places you can object here. You can object on this statement, or this statement. I personally like objecting on this statement because it makes the most sense. You have to present, go to profiles, and you have to present Maggie Bird's profile. Maggie is spelled M-A-G-G-E-Y, not I-E. So, obviously you can do your hold down the Y button and yell objection.
Objection!
Which for some reason that worked. What I normally do is press the X button.
What is it?
What's come over me? Without thinking, I just blurted out objection. And I yelled it at the top of my lungs, finger outstretched, ready to take on my opponent. Ah, this music! Oh, I love it! I love this pursuit. Wait, is it pursuit? Shit. But I love this version of the theme, is what I should say. Okay. What a rush. Detective Gumshoe. You talking to me, pal? Please state the defendant's name for me.
What are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright?
You'll see. This is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer. The defendant's name, if you please.
Where is this ridiculous question coming from? The defendant's name is Maggie Bird.
I think someone needs to check the court record.
What? It says right here that it's Maggie Bird. Ah!
Looks like the bird caught the cat napping.
What's going on here?
I have no idea either, sir. As you can see, the victim did indeed leave a name, Maggie. However, the defendant's name is actually spelled M-A-G-G-E-Y. This is a blatant contradiction of the facts.
Oh.
How about that? I hadn't even noticed.
But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly.
May I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing her lover. If they were truly lovers, it would be impossible for him not to know her name.
No!
Oh, I love Winston Payne's reactions. Sorry, I need to take a drink. I'm thirsty.
This is very true, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor?
Are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were in fact lovers?
Yes, I'm quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in the police force.
Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court. For the court, the relationship between the victim and the defendant.
Yes, sir. Why would he testify and not Maggie herself? Anyways. Officer Prince and Officer Bird had been going out for about half a year. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. The day of the incident happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Officer Bird. Oh my god. Excuse me. I choked on my own air. I don't know what happened. Had gotten Officer Prince a present. It was something she had bought over 2 months ago. I should know because she came to me to ask what she should get for him.
Oh, those two sound like they were close.
Nevertheless, tragedy struck.
Yes, I see. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright.
Okay, there is one place that you need to press on. Oh, where is it? This one, bought over 2 weeks ago. Oh, 2 months ago. My bad. Yup, she's a very considerate woman, pal. So, what was this birthday present? She got him a glove.
A single glove? Why would she give him only one?
Actually, Your Honor, the glove in question is a baseball glove.
Oh, I see, a baseball glove.
Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan.
A baseball glove?
Press further or leave him be? Press further.
Just now, I believe you said the present was something she had bought over 2 months ago. Yeah. Are you saying she bought the glove at a store that far in advance? Nah, nothing like that, pal. Then, what is it like? She ordered it. It was custom made. Custom made? The glove was custom made? Yup, that's what I said. So the glove was custom made.
Your Honor, I really don't see how this glove is related to the case.
Yes, it would seem that there is little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Do you think this glove is really relevant to this case? Of course it's relevant, or of course it's not. Of course it's relevant. I don't know where this will lead me, but... Of course it is relevant! That glove is the key to this whole case!
Yes! Bluffing to the max! Now this is the Mr. Wright I know.
I'm so happy you're back, sir. I was wondering how long it'd take. This is great! Pressing people. Feels like I've done this before. That's why you should do this squeeze information even from the most tight-lipped people. Very well. If you are that convinced, then let's hear some more about the matter. Actually, I brought the glove with me today. And? Why didn't you say so earlier? Hurry and show the glove to the court. Well, I didn't think it had anything to do with this case. Anyway, this is it, sir. It's, rather yellow, isn't it? Huh. Officer Prince really liked the color yellow. And that's why you had to special order it?
Yup, that's right. That and one other reason.
I think this court has heard enough. It's clear that the victim and the defendant were involved with each other.
Yes, that is correct, Your Honor.
Now, if that is true, it brings up an important question. Was the name Maggie really written by the victim?
I see your point, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe, please tell the court a little more about the name on the ground.
Yes, sir. Alright, before we get into his testimony, though, I want to check the court record real quick. Maybe look at the glove. Huh, okay, it doesn't say that. Strange. We looked into the handwriting, sir. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. We found that there was sand trapped in the victim's finger. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. From this, we can confirm that the victim wrote his name with his right hand. So, I'm not sure how much you guys know about baseball or baseball equipment, so I am going to explain things here. Typically, a baseball glove is meant to be worn on the person's weaker hand, or the non-dominant hand. So if you bat, say, with your, say you are right hand dominant. You write with your right hand, you could bat with your right hand, right-handed, etc. In that scenario, I think it's 60% of the world's population, something like that? A majority of the world's population is right-handed. So if you were right-handed, then the baseball glove should go onto your left hand, because that is your weaker hand, that is your non-dominant hand. That's what you're going to use to cushion the ball when you catch it. If you take a look at the, by the way, you can object on literally any of these statements. Doesn't matter. You can check any of these statements. You can object on literally any of these statements. Any of them. But let me look. I can't use the L and R buttons. I can't use the L and R buttons to access the court record or press or anything. I have to actually tap the buttons, which sucks. But yeah, if you take a look at this baseball glove, you can see that it's meant for a right hand, meaning that Dustin Prince's right hand was his non-dominant hand, meaning he was left-handed. So it's a bit of, again, you need to know a bit about baseball, or at least how the equipment works typically to really get that. But objection! Detective Gumshoe, take a look at this. That's the glove, right? Could you tell the court what is special about this glove? What's special? Never really thought about it, but, it's really yellow, and that's about it. Yes, it's really yellow, but that's only one of its qualities. Huh? There's another reason why it's special. And what would that be? It's very simple. This glove is made for a left-handed person. Left-handed? Well, you're absolutely right. This glove was made to be worn on the right hand. That is why it had to be custom-made. I've never seen a bright yellow left-hander's glove for sale, have you? Well, no. So, Detective, which hand did the victim use to write the name with again? That's easy. Look, it's obvious from this picture that it was his... Wait a sec. Don't forget that the victim was left-handed. Ah!
I object.
Overruled. Mr. Wright, I would like to know what your line of reasoning proves. There's only one conclusion that can be drawn. A left-handed person would not have written a message with his right hand. Therefore, the person who wrote the name Maggie could not have been the victim. Order. If you think about it that way, then yes. It's not possible that this name was written by the victim himself. Then that means Maggie is...
No, it's not possible.
Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor?
The evidence the prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. In fact, I believe you have proven her to be innocent.
No! All right, you did it, Mr. Wright. Phew, I feel like I can breathe again.
It seems that we have reached the conclusion. You did a fine job once again, Mr. Wright. Me, Your Honor? Ah, well, thank you, sir.
See, you got complimented by the judge again. You're really good. And that's why you can't give up being a lawyer, sir.
Are you joking? I'm more than ready to retire. I will now announce my verdict. This court finds defendant Maggie Bird...
No, not yet. Please give me a few more minutes, Your Honor.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Payne?
The prosecution is not finished yet.
What do you mean?
We would like to call our next witness to the stand.
What? And what did this witness?
The moment the victim was pushed to his death. What's more, he saw the very face of the culprit.
What the heck? Order in the court. I believe a recess is in order. Afterward, we will hear from this new witness. I had a feeling that was a bit too easy. I need more information. I'll have to see what I can find out during the recess. I can't let my guard down. It's only going to get tougher from here. Court is adjourned for a recess. So yeah, the tutorial trial is actually split into two here, which is interesting. Because Nick has amnesia! Also, that little save tune is nice too. Anyways, that is all for this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed. In the next episode, we're going to finish this Lost Turnabout is what it's called. We're going to finish this introductory trial, and we're going to... it's Winston Payne. Call him the... What does it call himself? The Rookie Killer? Call him Rookie Killer all you want. He's not very good at this. So we'll be fine. We'll finish this off in the next episode. So like, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!